Now, it may take me 2 days to paint a wall, yes, a wall in my apartment, but did you know that I can teach you every single verb tense in the English language in less than 10 minutes? Yes, you're going to be hearing all the tenses in 10, every single one of them. So let's begin with the past tenses. There are 6 past tenses in English. We have the simple past, past progressive, past perfect, past perfect progressive, the present perfect, and the present perfect progressive. And we're going to be seeing some examples. In fact, we're going to be seeing examples of every single one of them, and more besides. Now, the simple past, that is an event that is over, okay? Here are some examples. Marty raced around the track in a record time. I watched that English video ages ago. I did it. I saw the pen a second ago. I was there. We were in Spain last year. They planted some vegetable seeds in the garden. He grew up. She made it to school on time. They delivered the newspapers earlier. These were examples of the simple past. So what about the past progressive? This is also known as the past continuous. We need a present participle here, okay, and that means we need the ing at the end of the verb, okay? They were working on that earlier. He was struggling to come to terms with the news. Can you remember what Jack was wearing? He was beginning the work when I last saw him. The past perfect. Had plus a past participle, okay? It had been a successful day for everyone. When I got home, the family had eaten all the food. I was delighted to see that Kate had completed her studies on time. I was delighted to see that Kate had completed her studies on time. So we now move on to the past perfect progressive, also known as the past perfect continuous. Had been plus a present participle. We had been living in France for 3 years before we moved to England. Ray had been sleeping for most of the day, so he was very alert that night. It had been raining all day. That's why no one went out. So, what about the present perfect? Yes, that's another past tense. Have plus past participle, or with has plus past participle. An ongoing event in time. We have lived here most of our lives. It has been a nice day so far. My channel has finally reached the target I set it. We haven't seen any decent films this year. I've seen this video before. She's finished the test on time. Yes, you may have seen this video before, but this is a much better version of it. This is longer, and this one has narration. The other one didn't, remember. Present perfect progressive, also known as present perfect continuous. Have been plus present participle, or has been plus present participle. I have been talking for ages. She has been standing up for most of the day. It has been working very well. Have you been waiting here long? He hasn't been drinking enough water. You can come up with your own examples. Now, what about this one here? The simple present tenses, okay? Simple present tenses. There are two tenses we use to speak in the simple present. Okay, just two. And here are some examples. Starting off with the simple present. We study French on Tuesdays. Mike is here at the moment. I'm going on holiday this year. I can see it clearly. They are eager to learn this subject. I live in England. Mike lives in Scotland. An example there of a compound sentence. If you pay attention, you might even pass your exam. An example there of what? Yes, a complex sentence. I am sure he understands the subject now. And if that isn't the case, don't worry, we have a whole playlist all about English tenses, and you'll be directed to them at the end of the video. Now on to the present progressive, also known as, yes, you've guessed it, the present continuous. And again, we need a present participle. Present progressive, okay, also known as present continuous. Ray and I are discussing English tenses. I am writing out all the English tenses. The students are talking too much. The car is running well. He is answering the phone. My friend's son is studying for his English degree. I know he does very well. The English students are watching an educational video on the internet, and you are watching a video at the moment, and I am making a video at the moment. Future tenses. Now this may surprise you, there are 4 of them. There are 4 future tenses, so listen very carefully, there's a lot to take in here. Simple future, use will or going to. I will, he won't. I'll answer the door. You can use contractions. The class are going to be in Lancaster tomorrow. The bus is going to be on time. It is going to be the best day so far. We are going to finish this tonight. Future progressive, use will be or going to be plus present participle. She will be delivering the newspapers tonight. I am going to be working on my book tonight. Future perfect, that is will have plus past participle or going to have plus past participle. It will have been worth all your extra work. We are going to have sampled a lot of wines by the end of the summer. Future perfect progressive, that is will have been plus present participle or going to have been plus present participle. In August I will have been studying for 4 years. He is going to have been considering his future when we arrive. That was a lot to take in, I know. If you call round later, I should have done all the painting by then. This is the present perfect. If you change should to will, then it's the future perfect. In an hour's time, I will have been working on this for 2 days. In an hour's time, I will have been working on this for 2 days. I've just spilt paint all over these ripped jeans. Just a little lesson there. Always wear casual clothes when doing the painting. Coming up at the end of this video will be playlists. Please check them out. See you later.